Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. For those of you who would like to boost your immune system, go to Alaska Chagotee, and in the description box, you got to go back about two months, and and just remember, you get 10% off and free freight for being from the channel. And then, if you'd like to learn more about the Q post, the vaccines, Tartaria, go to communityreviews.org. John Maggs does a great job of keeping everything updated for you there. And then if you would like to get your car, truck, or Mini Cooper worked on, head to Greasy's Garage up in Worcester, Massachusetts. Pete and the gang can fix whatever you got, don't matter how big or how small. And then if you'd like to learn more about some great reading material, go to Kevin Richards' books. He's got them for little kids and big kids. Our grandkids love his books. And then if you would like to see some great artwork, click on the links from Tale. Let's go ahead and go over some things here from the Gateway Pundit. So, first, U.S. strikes on Venezuelan's mainland, and the militia there is incapable of responding. Keep in mind, everything has basically already been done. It was done a while ago. I don't know how long, I have no idea how long ago. I know that our military, our source told me about 6 months ago or so, something like that, that our military was helping the Mexican military clean out the cartels down there. So, I would say anywhere from 1 to 2 years ago, Venezuela was probably cleaned out. So, anyway, hope that helps. And then Discovery Channel reality star Chad Ollinger, charged with murdering cellmate just weeks before a scheduled jail release. You know, people do the damnedest things when they're about to get released. And I worked with young troubled youth there in Delta for about a year and a half. And the kids that were about to get released, they would do things that kept them in the system. Go figure. And then surveillance footage reveals Somali daycare fraud playbook scheme dates back to 2013. Wow, it's been going on for a long time. And they're going into other states too. They're finding Somali fraud all over the U.S. One of the viewers said that on Janine's Telegram channel that there was something about, what was it they said about the Somali thing? Anyway, yeah, there's something there. Can't remember exactly. Maybe it'll come to me. Scott Jennings blasts CNN host for trying to downplay rampant fraud in blue states. And there's fraud all over the place. My goodness, it's crazy. Whew. And then Pennsylvania police commissioner appointed by Democrat governor jumps to FBI despite the final Butler report still locked away. Well, that was a false flag. It was just a psyop. That's all it was. And then, by the way, when you're looking at car engines and stuff, that some of the newest types and everything, I think it's Honda that has an engine has very few moving parts, and it just takes energy from the air. It doesn't need to be refueled or anything. It just goes and goes and goes. So the technology that we have coming is really phenomenal. And yes, we have anti-gravitational aircraft already. And as I understand it, some of it's in production. And then Greta Thunberg and pro-Palestinian activists once again blocked Piccadilly Circus. Keep in mind that what we think we see going on is not really what's going on anywhere. I mean, we know it's, what we hear is going on in Ukraine is nothing truthful. I mean, it's like shit. Anyway, so just remember, this is a scripted, the whole damn thing is scripted, more so than we ever thought. And then Trump says we have a fool at the Federal Reserve. Trump announces plans to sue Fed Chair Jerome Powell for gross incompetence, says he still might fire him. It's just, this too is scripted. I mean, if he didn't like him, he could have fired him a long time ago, gotten rid of him. So anyway, not a big deal. I mean, that's just minutia. And then prayers for Victor David Hansen, as famed conservative historian, to undergo major medical surgery on Tuesday. Yes, good luck to him. Our thoughts and prayers are with him. Then Not the Onion, illegal migrant fugitive busted trying to evade capture by hiding in Italian nativity scene, posed as one of the three wise men. Hey, whatever works for you. And then not just Minnesota, Elon Musk reacts as internet sleuth sound the alarm in Washington state. Hundreds of Somalia-run child care centers allegedly lack physical addresses. Yeah, I think it's all throughout the U.S. I think there's all kinds of fraud, huge fraud. And like I say, the next group that I imagine is going to get targeted is going to be maybe the Muslims up in like Dearborn, Michigan and stuff. We'll see. Just a guess on my part. And then far left Chicago mayor endorses naming city snowplow abolish ICE during the interview with Al Sharpton. I mean, that whole thing in Chicago, everything. Once again, I couldn't even tell you if the guy's for real or not. I don't know if he's been switched out. Doesn't really matter to me because I know the whole damn thing is being scripted. So I know it drives you. It's like, when does this script end? When do we ever get to the real stuff? And I don't have. I think when we get to the real stuff is when they do the EBS. That's when they take the gloves off. That's my guess. Kilmar Abrego Garcia is back in America making TikToks. Nah, yeah, it's like, yeah, they just use him as someone to piss off the conservatives. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, who's already been dealt with, claimed majority of crime is committed by white men while defending Somali community earlier this month. Remember when his name is Shirley, last name Shirley, and so he typed in, or someone typed in a phone number, and it went right to Tim Walz's office. And then Fulton County's 315,000 admission goes well beyond just unsigned poll tapes. Let me see here. Hold on. And it says, including illegal tabulation, rule violations, and open records. See, they're going to go to this route here first before they get to the Brunson case. And I mean, they're going to show that the amount of corruption in the 2020 election was so crazy. It was so out there. My goodness. And then China's military AI and biotechnology directed at the United States. No big deal there. As we know, Xi Jinping, Trump, Putin, they all get along. And then tactical woke retreat, got the hiccups. Harrison Pitt and Dr. Nima Parvini discuss how the globalist managerial class adapted and why the right fails to strike. And then, let me put that there. Let's see here. And then, small plane pulling advertising banner crashes in the sea in Rio's Copacabana beach. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, not good. Hope they're okay. And then Burma election phase 1. No hope for federal democracy with opposition banned. What could go wrong? New York Governor Kathy Hochul backing Zoran Mamdani's plan for universal child care. Yeah, they're going to shove a lot of shit down your throat up there in New York. No doubt about it. MSNBC's rebrand as MSN Now has not helped their ratings. In fact, they're going down. Let's see here. New York Times editorial board member has possibly the dumbest take on Somali fraud in Minnesota. I don't even want to know what she says. It hurts. It hurts to even think, to even read some of those words. God, they're dumb. And then new report appears to confirm Covenant school shooter Audrey Hale bought guns with student loan money. Let's see, UK Metropolitan Police to require officers to declare Freemason membership. A lot of things being exposed, lots of them. Tim Walz lashes out at blaming white supremacy after massive Minnesota Somali fraud exposed. Yeah, he was taken care of a long time ago. I remember when the DNC had their little deal a couple years ago or so. I called it what was it? The land of the dead, because I think everybody up there. Number one, they were all actors, but I think everybody up there, the originals, I think they'd all been done in. Just a guess on my part. Longtime Democrat George Clooney and his family ditch America, move to France, and secure French citizenship. I ain't buying it. I think he was rounded up a long time ago. In fact, I think Amal was rounded up as well. I have no idea where their kids are at. I'm sure they're somewhere very safe and taken care of. Interview with AFD foreign policy spokesman Marcus Fremeyer. America First, America Make America Great Again. Republicans and Europe's patriotic movements are fighting the same war. Trump trolls fake news again with a lunch offer. Some of them think it's terrible. It's a bribe. You can stand in the driveway and melt. and I know he's looking really bad right now. For the last several weeks, Brenda and I were like, "Yay, what are they doing?" I mean, he's got his head right up the fanny of Israel. What is going on? Well, you know something? I have no doubt that as that whole thing, as this whole movie has progressed the last several weeks, I have no doubt that when they bring the hammer down, and part of that hammer coming down is going to be 9/11. And they're going to show how 9/11 is part of, has to do with Israel. You wait. When they get done exposing all this shit and there's a reason why they're saving Israel for last. And boy, is it going to be ugly. Pam Bondi issues damage control statement after explosive backlash over DOJ's alleged failure to act on massive Minnesota Somali fraud. I think she's on deck, and I think she's been on deck for a while. They're exposing her for being part of perhaps the deep state back in the day when she was working with the Bushes. And then 2 illegals placed on immigration hold after Christmas holiday party. Machete fight severs man's thumb. Ouch. That would leave a mark. And bombshell resurfaced. A video shows Minnesota Governor Tim Walz admitting he knew about the Somali fraud scandal but failed to keep taxpayers informed. Yeah, he's always been a lowlife. And then, remember when he was drinking the horse semen? Yeah, it was like, ooh, ugh. Anyway, U.S. destroys 30th Venezuelan drug boat in Eastern Pacific days after first land strike in Venezuela. Clinton judge blocks DOJ from searching Comey media mole Daniel Richman's materials for classified information. Let's see. Oversight Chair James Comer says Minnesota officials will answer for massive Somali fraud. Hopefully, we'll have some criminal referrals. Well, I would hope so. And then and that's really getting people worked up. That's getting them fired up. You know, the lack of effort by by this administration and by Pam Bondi. It's really getting them fired up. And I think it's meant to. I think one of the things they want to see is they want to see tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of Americans marching in the streets. That's what I think they want. And that's what they see over in parts of Europe. They see tens of thousands of people marching in the streets. And then the War Zone podcast with Wayne Allen Root, presented by the Gateway Pundit, shocking fraud by the Somalis in Minnesota continues to be exposed. And then Tim Walz's bratty daughter lashes out at right-wing infrastructure by exposing massive Somali fraud. Scandal claims it's how people get hurt. And then Trump responds to attack against Putin's residents the day after peace talks. This is not the right time. I was very angry about it. Were you really, Donald? Seriously. You were angry about something that didn't even happen, is that right? Well, what can I say? And yeah, really. Anyhow, that is all for today. And if there's something else that comes along, I'll go ahead and put a video up about it. Otherwise, I'm just going to head outside and just enjoy the sunshine. It's a little nippy out there, but just wear a heavy coat. That's all for now. God bless you all. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.